Back in 1954, this guy loved his new Cadillac, a Blitz. It was a nice car, but one thing, it was cursed by a woman who died in the car back in 1956. But he said, "Don't worry, this car is just a story." And then he drove it down the Interstate 10, heading to New Orleans. And then he saw her grave in New Orleans in the St. Louis Cemetery. And he started to say, this is not a true story. So he ran down to put a flower on her grave. And then he went back to his house and prayed with a priest from the Catholic Church. So he anointed his body with oil and sprinkled with holy water. And then he sold the car to his best friend. His best friend didn't believe the story. So he said, "I don't think there's nothing wrong with this Cadillac. This Cadillac drives really good," he said. And then he was running. He drove his car down to California, to Los Angeles, to go to the cemetery to see Marilyn Monroe's grave. And then after that, he went to Washington to go see JFK's grave at the Arlington Cemetery. So he was going around, going to to pray about the car. So he had an accident and then he died. The next day they had a funeral and he was buried. Then they said that his soul curses the 1956 Cadillac Blitz. So it's a nice luxury car, but it has a dark side. Yeah. Well, this story will end. Good night.